say, don't change your personality to become me, to become Rajiv, to become Sam or any other. Do not do that. Stick to your own personality. Use other people's success as a guideline and see how you can shape your future and your career and your knowledge within the framework of your own personality. The moment you try to be somebody else, you are sacrificing the personality you're born with, and people who loved you for who you were now begin to wonder because you have become somebody else. So maintain the qualities and the goodness that you have within you. Each person is unique. Don't lose your uniqueness, but learn, improve, emulate, that means follow, and find ways, be patient, understand, study, like Dr. Jiva said, or someone said, go on the internet, pick up the latest, I think Sam said it, pick up what's happening around in the region, pick up what's happening in the world outside. What are those guys doing? What are the new paths of human resources? What is the new paths of business? How their businesses run? And study those case studies. If you go to Wikipedia, you got the case studies already made out. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Download the case studies and you get the solutions also. So before you look at the solutions, tell yourself how I'm going to solve this problem. And then look at the solutions. And if you keep practicing those from the internet, very soon your solutions that you think and the solutions that are given will have a closeness. It doesn't mean the solutions that are given on the internet are the perfect God-given solutions. No, they are also human beings like you who are expressing their opinion. Maybe what you come up with might be even better than what they have said. So it's the inspiration and the aspiring to become somebody you need to be, but you must have a model in your mind what you want to be. If you don't have an ambition of what you want to be, who you want to be, it is very difficult for you to get there.
So have aspiration, have inspiration like you're getting now, and you have to work on perspiration. Nothing good comes easy. Thank you, Dr. Jayasuriya. Now, Dr. Nirmal Silva, the question is to you. Building sustainable business growth. A CEO's and HR manager's partnership in building sustainable business growth. How can that be achieved?
Right, I think I'll just take a step back. I think fundamentally if you're an HR professional, you need to first stop being boring. And I say that in a very contextual manner. Because there has to be a bubbly, feel-good effect in terms of being HR. Forget about being a people's person or not. I think more often than not, especially in this part of the world, HR people tend to downgrade the role more often than any other division in the organization. You take the marketing division, sometimes they got wonderful plans, bubbly atmosphere, no sales are achieved, but they run around as if they've achieved the sun and the moon. The finance people are very happy that they've reduced so much of costs, ensured that nothing got approved at all, and they're happy about it. But what does HR brag about? Reducing the training budget year on year and giving a saving to the CFO. So first we need to get that bubbly approach and stop putting yourself down, and otherwise it will be like #Patola, right, as a division. Right? We need to move away from that and bring in that real atmosphere into it. And I'll tell you a reason for that. I can't believe even in this age, Dave Ulrich in 20 years ago talked about this HR business partner model. We are still using terms like headcount. What does headcount mean? It's like going into war, right? We are still using terms like headcount in organizations. This is the most important asset in the organization and we are calling them headcount. What does it mean? You can designate one another? So I think we need to start changing the narrative a little bit. So to answer your question more specifically, in terms of looking at sustainability, which also means that HR people need to be aware of what's happening in the game. You need to actually change the rules of the game, not just be a player. And let me take you an example, a real life example now. All of us irrespective of which side of the equation or your affiliations are, will have to face an upcoming election. Now, we as citizens and voters are probably the customers. We are in a scenario that we want to appoint a CEO or MD for our company or for whatever we want to achieve. And then just imagine if you all were given the role to be the HR business partner to the new CEO who's going to be appointed, what would you do?
I would run away.
Because more often than not, we say things like the system has to be changed and there has to be overhaul and professionalism needs to come in. These are the same things which happen within organizations, right? If you have been in the same organization for 25 years, that's the same system more often than not. There would have been changes, of course, evolutionary changes happening, but you still need to deal with the same people, same troublemakers sometimes, and the same top performance as well, right? So if you want to create a sustainable business, you need to first understand what sustainability is all about. What is your role in creating that sustainability, right? So what I'm trying to say is, if you take the voting example for that matter, by you not going and voting, or if you don't vote, you're not creating a sustainable business practice from that perspective. Similarly, in your organization, if you do not contribute, like most of the panelists mentioned, you are not going to create a sustainable business there. Your CEO will always be giving top-down instructions. So, just because you have knowledge, just because you have knowledge about different segments or different functions in the organization, if you can't help solve problems, if you can't fix problems, you become part of the problem, right? And that's the reason I said you need to stop being boring. You need to be able, just like marketing, just like the other functions, drive your way through within the organization and create your voice there. To a certain degree, I agree that HR professionals now need to be activists, not trade union leaders, but activists. You need to fight for your right. You need to fight for a pound of flesh. Because without you contributing actively, demanding that your voice being heard, you are not able to achieve that. Now, you might be lucky to have a good boss, a good CEO, who's got a really good policy to encourage engagement and create platforms for you to share ideas. But 90% of you all do not have that opportunity. And if you do not have that opportunity, either you can go with the tide or change a different course. But don't continue to stay there and think that you can change the course without contributing. So I think, to sum it off, if you want to work closely with the CEO and the C-level and help create sustainable business practices, ensure that if you have a good idea, you share it. Do not just come up with a problem, but try to fix the problem with solutions. And more importantly, stop being boring, because boring can rub off to everybody else.
I think that's fantastic. One of the things that I even say in my global webinars is leadership is not a designation, it's a personality. So I love how you pinpointed, you started saying, hey guys, wake up, don't be boring. Something as simple as that. I love that. And just to add to that, one person who I follow so much, he said once, think about making visibility and vibrations wherever you go. Dr. Jaisuri told me that. That was good mentoring. So thank you, Dr. Nirmani. You really hit the nail on that. Moving on, my next question I want to ask Dr. Jaisuri is, what is the measurement to assess human capital utilization towards driving the business for profitability?
That's a very complex question. Can you repeat it?
I'll break it down, okay? So, what would be the measurement to assess human capital utilization for driving business profitability?
Right. I'll try to make it as simple as possible. Right? Today's simplicity is what we require. Now, each one of you are paid a salary every day. Is there anyone who works without a salary? Everybody works